Did you know that you can eat good, you can eat clean, and you can eat cheap? But there's one catch. You must learn how to cook. So, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Anytime I read any kind of a diet book or listen to a podcast or listen to anybody talk about diet and nutrition, they always say that we can't blame people for their bad health. That's the system's fault. It's the system's fault that everybody is so unhealthy and that we're literally eating poison. I hear things like that a lot. We're literally eating poison. Our food system is designed. It's designed to keep you sick and to keep you down. Now, if you actually believe that, it's not the end of the world, but I respectfully disagree. Our food system is designed to bring us as much food as it can for as cheap as it can, and it has succeeded in flying colors. You know, there's two sides to every coin. There's no slice of cheese cut so thin that it doesn't have two sides to it. There's always a yin to every yang. Now, our problem is that we are fat. Imagine if we had the opposite problem. Imagine that we were starving. So, while we're having this discussion about how terrible it is being fat and unhealthy and how, oh my gosh, obesity is just getting worse, it's going up, up. Just remember, we could have the opposite problem. You should be on your knees every day, thanking God, praying to God and thanking Him, expressing gratitude and thanks. That the problem you have to deal with is trying not to eat too much food. As opposed to, oh, crap, where am I going to get my food today? That's not an issue for us. So, just keep that in mind while we're talking about the issue of obesity. It gets a little, the conversation around it, I think it's a little over the top. And I know that's not a great selling point. One of the reasons it is so over the top is because that's how you sell programs to people. And it is a problem. I don't want to say that it's not a problem at all, but at least it's not the opposite problem of starving. These are all first world issues that we're addressing. But it is an issue, so let's address it. The food system. The food system is designed to, I guess you could say, I guess you're right, it is designed to make you fat. Just because it's supposed to, all these food companies are trying to bring you as much food as possible. And frankly, they're just giving you what you want. You don't want healthy food. Like, to be honest with yourself, you don't actually want healthy food. You want really tasty food. And you know what? When you take food and you take out all the fiber, you take out all the things that, you know, give it a little more oomph and substance. You grind it down, you add sugar and fat to it, mostly sugar, a lot of sugar and everything, high fructose corn syrup. You add all that into it. Well, that makes it a lot more palatable. Makes it a lot tastier. Makes it easier to store and preserve. Makes it easier to transport. In short, it makes it cheaper and tastier. And we are just completely inundated with cheap, tasty food. Now, you can blame the food industry for that. You can get angry about it. But that's the reality, and it's your fault. It's my fault. It's my parents' fault. It's my neighbor's fault. It's not just our politicians and the evil food corporations. They're giving us what we want. If they were to come out, if some politicians were to come out and pass some legislation that limited how much sugar you could eat per day, like severely limited it. I don't even know how they would do that exactly. Install some kind of camera, like a little camera on us, and watch us if we're trying to eat something that's sugary. It shocks us. So I'm not sure how that would even work. I mean, I guess they could just tell the food industry that they can't put any sugar in anything, and they can only process it this much. That's never going to happen because of big sugar. But also, so no, that's never going to happen. The government's never going to do that, and you wouldn't want the government to do that anyway. See, again, we're back to the whole, that's not even what you would want. And even if you did want it, and some people claim they do, even though I don't think they know what they're asking for, but some people who claim that that is what they want, they wish the government would step in and be their nanny, be their mommy, be their daddy. Daddy, make me stop eating all the good food. Even if the government did do that, or even if you actually did want that, and we could get the majority of people to want it, it still wouldn't happen because the big food industries don't want that to happen. Again, I just mentioned big sugar, and then there's big meat. I'm sure there's probably big bread. There's definitely big egg. All these industries have their own massive conglomerates of big businesses that more or less control most of the industry. Which, I kind of feel like somewhat balances things out. While people are ranting and raving about big sugar, just remember big sugar has to compete with big meat. All of this is to say that the responsibility falls on you to do something about your bad health. And I don't care much for the people who say we need to fix the system. We need to fix the system. No, the system's fine. The system's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You need to work on your individual discipline and individual choices. Here's something interesting. Most poor people are fat. Almost all, most, not, I'm going to say almost all, but most poor people, most people who are on SNAP, I just recently learned this, SNAP has been in the news a lot lately, and SNAP benefits for people because the government shut down and people aren't getting their SNAP benefits, all that stuff. Well, this has drawn everybody's attention over to all the SNAP recipients, the people who are posting videos on TikTok and social media talking about how if they don't get their SNAP benefits, they're just going to steal the food. And almost all of these people are fat. Almost all of them. And then all these statistics start coming out. Most of the people on SNAP or on government benefits are fat. How can this be? I thought these people were starving. I thought that they were in danger of starving. Why are they all fat? Maybe it's not that they just can't get a break in life. Maybe it's that they have spent a lifetime of making bad choices. Maybe they have no discipline. They have no self-control. That's why they're in the position that they're in. That's why they're not just poor, they're completely impoverished and completely reliant on the government to feed them. And when they do get a little bit of money from the government, they spend it on crap. And by the way, these people, they don't have jobs. So you can't do the whole they don't have time to cook. You don't work and you don't have time to cook. The math isn't mathing, as the TikTokers say. So the responsibility falls on you to make better choices. And you can. You can make better choices. You can eat good food You can eat food that's tasty, because that's one of the reasons that people don't like to cook, because they don't know, they're not very good cooks. And the microwave dinner that you bought at Walmart, you know, it's not great, but it's better than anything you can make. Okay, no, you can make food that tastes good. You can make food that's healthy. Vegetables are not expensive. I know the prevailing myth is that vegetables are so expensive. Eating healthy is so expensive. You have to buy organic. No, just forget the organic thing. That's stupid. Don't concern yourself with eating organic. Oh, it's not organic. I'll just eat either organic, or I'm gonna just eat potato chips and macaroni and cheese. Like there's no in between. No, just eat fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. I mean, if it's sitting on the shelf at a supermarket and it hasn't rotted away, it's fresh. That good enough. Good enough. Don't worry about the whole organic label. We can't even agree on what organic means. It's kind of a useless label, meant to sell food, meant to sell really expensive food to middle-class white women. Yeah, don't worry about the whole organic, non-organic thing. Just stay in the produce section at Walmart. Stay in the fresh meats section. You can get there. You can get. I don't want to hear the whole, oh, I can't get to a supermarket. There might be a small minority of people who actually don't have access to a Walmart or a supermarket of some kind. They are definitely a minority in America. All the poor people, if you're a poor person living in a city of any kind, no, you can get to a Walmart. You can get to a Walmart, or you can get to a supermarket. Maybe you have to take the bus. I don't know. I don't care. You can make it happen, though. You have access to healthy foods. I don't care for the whole, the poor people. Not everybody has access. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. I'm just trying to cover all the bases, all the different excuses that you may have for why you just can't eat healthier, or why you can't seem to find good food to eat. No, you can do it. You can do it. I'm here for you. Dan's cheering you on. Yeah, you can eat food that's healthy. You can eat food that's good. You can eat food that's cheap. You can get it cheap. Listen, one of the reasons that it's always so astounding to me when people talk about how expensive eating healthy food is, well, if it's like fast food, yeah. But if you're cooking at home, which almost if you're cooking stuff at home, it almost guarantees it's gonna be healthier than what you're buying out at fast food restaurants. Yeah. Generally speaking. Wow, I just completely lost my train of thought. The food, if you're cooking at home, it's almost guaranteed that your food is probably healthier than what you'd be eating if you were eating out. But my personal experience, when I eat out, holy cow, do I spend tons of money. I spend so much money eating out. So that's why it always kind of astonishes me beyond measure. I'm astonished beyond belief when people try and say that eating healthy or eating home-cooked meals is so expensive. Are you kidding me? I can't believe how much money I spend if I'm eating at like McDonald's, or I'm eating gas station food every single day. It's so expensive. And it's a lot more calories. I think it's true that per calorie, it's cheaper to eat junk food. I actually think that is true. But we've already established that we actually don't need that many calories. We're all fat. We're all fat beyond measure. So that's not a problem. If you go, you're gonna kill two birds with one stone if you start eating healthier and start cooking at home more. You're gonna drop weight. Hopefully you're also exercising. You're gonna build some muscle and just be healthier all around, and you're gonna save money. You will save money. But what to cook? What the heck do you cook? Well, I'll help you with that too. I'm going to start a new series on my social media channel. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. Something patriotic, because we are the American Fitnocrats. But I'm going to be making food. I'm going to show you exactly what I make it, exactly how much it's going to cost per meal, what the nutritional value of it is. And we are going to help unfat America. Because Americans, we really do need to raise our standards. We are so fat, and we are so unhealthy. And the sad part is that it's almost completely within your control. For most people, I know there's people who have weird things going on with their bodies, and weird hormonal stuff, and depression, and like there's a lot of factors that can contribute to a bad diet and excessive amounts of body fat. I get that, and I'm willing to cede that ground. That's the minority, though. For almost everybody else, though, you can do something about it, or at least take small steps in the right direction. And the first step that you need to take is you need to determine that you need to learn how to cook. That in and of itself is an action. Just saying, okay, I need to learn how to cook, and then getting that in your head. So now that's what you're thinking about as you go about your days. That's an important step. Learn how to cook, learn how to eat better. That's all I have to say about that. I'll talk about this more in the future. I'll try writing it down, get my thoughts a little more organized. All these videos, they're always a little bit sporadic, because I have a terrible time getting my thoughts in order. Oh well. Hey, let's get into, I do have a movie recommendation. Bro, have you seen True Grit? Oh my gosh, I just watched that last night. Not the old one, not the John Wayne one, the new one with Jeff Bridges, directed by the Coen brothers. It is easily my favorite Western. I love True Grit. The new True Grit. And I know what some people are going to say, oh no, you can't beat the old True Grit. And I always ask, why? Why can't you beat the old True Grit? Oh, because of John Wayne. You can't beat John Wayne. No, you can definitely beat John Wayne. I don't want to take away from the greatness of John Wayne. John Wayne was a great actor. I don't think he was a good actor. Every movie that John Wayne's in, he's just John Wayne. In True Grit, he's just John Wayne with an eye patch. In The Longest Day, he's just John Wayne, but World War II. In I Love Lucy, he's just John Wayne, being annoyed by Lucille Ball. Like, John Wayne is just John Wayne everywhere he is. And if you like John Wayne, perfect. My second favorite Western of all time is Big Jake, a John Wayne movie. So, I'm a John Wayne fan. But again, when I'm watching the old True Grit, I don't see Rooster Cogburn, I just see John Wayne. When I'm watching the new True Grit, I don't see Jeff Bridges. And I don't see the Big Lebowski. I don't see Flynn from Tron. That is Rooster Cogburn. And I love it. The sound is amazing. The cinematography is amazing. The old True Grit, kind of looks like a Hallmark movie just because of the limitations of its time. But my goodness, I love the new True Grit. It's so gritty. I'm a little surprised it's not rated R. It's PG-13, but holy cow, it's violent. I mean, the violence is seldom. Like, there's not that many gunfights in it, but when there is a gunfight, the camera doesn't shy away. You see people get holes blown in them and blood splatter. I mean, it is a very, very gritty, violent movie when it does get violent. I think all the characters in it are great. Even Haley Steinfeld? Steinem? What's that girl's name? She even does great in it. I feel like I should hate her character, but the people writing her had enough self-awareness to know, okay, she's supposed to be annoying and abrasive and in your face. But she also is in way over her depth, and it shows at several points in the movie just how unexperienced she is and how she had no idea what she was getting into. So it's got that touch of realism to it, even though she's so headstrong and refuses to be left behind. Once she is out in it, you can see there's a couple moments where she might be regretting it. Her character's great. Matt Damon's in it. Matt Damon's awesome. It's on Netflix right now. So if you haven't watched the new True Grit in a while, go give it a watch. If you haven't watched it at all, okay, fix yourself and go watch one of the greatest Westerns to come out in the last 20 or 30 years. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Go away. Thank you for listening. Hey, tell me, have you ever heard someone say something like, oh, fitness isn't everything? Don't listen to that communist gobbledygook. Take pride in your body, take pride in your fitness, and let me help you along the way. Follow me at American_Fitnocrat on Instagram. And if you'd like some personalized coaching, DM me.